Sorry. Storya na din po to. So good morning, sir. My name is Prince. I'm a caregiver for today. The reason why I'm here because I'll be the one to assist you in doing bed bathing. Now, before I start, I will double check if I have the correct patient here. So I have Kenneth Cabrera. Birthday is November 1988. Okay, so I do have the correct patient here. The next thing I'll do is provide privacy. So if there's any visitors, tactfully tell your visitors to step outside. If there's any drapes or curtains, so you have to close the areas of your patient. Then secure the bed. Make sure that all of the wheels of the bed are locked. Side rail should be up all the time. And then what we call this, the height of the bed should be at your hip levels. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is ato sang ilista original linens ni patient, either with a bath towel. If nakita to bath towel, guwapo kito siya. But if wala magani, then we'll just use a extra linens or extra sheets. So down the side rails, and then place them one. If you have an unconscious patient, you still have to talk with them. Sir, I'm going to replace your original linens with an extra sheets, so that if in case fluids or water will splatter in your body, at least it will contact on your extra linens, not on your original sheets. Yes, of course.
Here's a gawas.
Okay, so let me just pull down, sir, the original linens. So once we pull down the original linens of your patient, double check whether it's soiled or unsoiled. If it's already soiled, remove the original linens, then place that one on the laundry basket. If it's unsoiled, just place it on the foot part, or you can also remove it and fold it and place it on the side of the bed, and baliko na nato once umalang the bed bathing the patient. Now the next thing we need to do is undress the patient. Remember, iguon pa nato si patient. So meaning the patient whole body is hubog gid siya. Okay. So for removing the cloth of your patient, since your patient again is bedridden, most likely they're wearing patient gown. So you can slowly remove their patient gown. Starting from the good side of the body. Then ang last nimo pag-remove is on the bad side. So how can you tell whether it's a good side or bad side? So you check the arms of your patient and also the head part. Kung asa ang accessories located. Like for example, try to trace the IV fluids kung asa gi-insert, whether it's on the right or on the left side. So if the IV tube is located on the right side of your patient's arms, then this is already considered as the bad side. So muna last na to hubuan o sangina. Dere, since wala may accessories on the other arms, so this one will be considered as your good side. Okay? So you can turn the patient first to the side so that you can easily remove the gowns or sa chungwa, ganahan ko sa gown sa chungwa because ang ilang velcro or strap sa ilang gown is nara direct sa ilang shoulder. So dali ra kay matangtang, dali ra pud mo siya ma-pull out ang iyang kuan Pero most of the hospitals still has katuganing ikot-ikot sa leyon So if you check on it mag-wonder ka, saan man ako ni tangtang na naaman tanan sa leyon You can roll the patient to the side, no, para makapot at the same time matangtang ni mo yung hikot So to roll the patient to the side secure the arms of your patient, making sure na makita ganyan mo yung kamot para walay accessories or walay tubes na mapiit na siya. Okay. Then, since I'll be turning the patient to the left side I'll bend the right knees of my patient Then, at the count of 3, I'll roll you to the side, sir. Ready? 1, 2, 3, on side. Okay. So once the patient is on side then you have the opportunity to remove the gowns. So loosen sa shoulder and also at that, wala na rin mo Wala din. Katulad. Kag-lunch, man din ni nag-gown. Okay, so once I remove the ninyo, you can return back the patient into supine position. Sir, I'll return you back into supine position or lying position. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Very good, sir. Good. Okay. And then you can start removing the gown from the good side. Let's see. Okay, so slowly pull and remove it from the arms of your patient. And don't forget to cover your patient. Then, narin na po ka sa pikas na side na siya. Now, to remove the clothing from the bad side na siya, slowly remove. Hinahinay mo, pagbantay mo, kay basi niya, masangit ang sa IV na siya. Although, it's very rare na makita mo masangit na siya, basi niya. Tanghal kay si caregiver, diretso niya o pull na siya. Matangtang yung IV ni patient na siya. So, tendency is that it can cause bleedings na siya, and at the same time, magtawag na balik siya. Okay? So, idagan na siya, going to the tubes, and then until you reach to the IVs of your patient. Once you reach to the IV of your patient, lusot na namin yun. Hindi ginagawa.
Kuan man ang dugo.
Make sure that when you hold the IV fluid, so dapat naka-above gid siya sa arms sa imong patient, not below the arms of your patient na siya. Because if the IV fluid is below the patient's arm na siya, makakos na siya o kanang backflow. You know what backflow is, right? Ano sa man na? Yes. The flow of the fluid, that includes the blood of your patient. So right now, mo atras, no? And it goes inside to the tubes. Let's see, it goes back to the IV.
Nag-t-shirt na siya.
Ha? Kung nag-t-shirt, for example, kani, nag-t-shirt si patient na siya. So, it's kind of difficult for you to remove that one na siya. One of the techniques there, para sa iyo, sa inyo na siya.
Guntingon.
Conscious mo, Juan?
Conscious, pero...
Alright, so one of the techniques there is, pwede din mo siya i-kuhan sa may Fowler's position para dali na kay hupuon si patient na siya, okay? And then, slowly, kana pull up the t-shirts na siya. Then, unahon mo ipa-remove ang ihang sa good side na siya, no? Isun na yan naman siya. Oh, yeah, natamtang mo lagi. May naman mag-isod. Ay, kaya nakahigda siya. Oh, nakahigda magod siya. Basta nakahigda, murag feeling nyo, murag libog man. Pero kung inyong i-fowler na siya, parayanin na ito mo karoon ni Kenneth na siya. Okay? So, dali rin ninyo mata. Ay, lagpingon. Dali rin ninyo matangihan. Ano lang? Hindi siya lang gani.
Ay, sudah pa no? Lapay ata dito.
Ay, oo, unay.
Mabito, patient ka.
Si Jin, sir. Sir, kung may okay.
Sumuto. Sigarilyo na po ni. Lighter pa yun.
Sakpan. Ay, ah.
Sa'yo na kayo, di ba? Basta nakasited si patient. Kung nakaigda mo, kung maglibog mo, kung saan na kung pag-tangtang na siya. So, lagi? Muna mo, advice give me, if ever you really have a bedridden na patient na siya, they should be wearing ka ng mga loose na mga... Mabita mo ba ang tigong ng pasyente, musuot na lang ito yung mga... Duster ka na. Duster din. Oh, kinsa may tagtungod ani. Tagtungod. Alright, so now your patient is by the way, if your patient is wearing underwears na siya. If the patient is still conscious na siya, you can ask the patient to remove their underwears if kaya nila. If dili mo gani, then kita gid mismo amuhubo sila ang underwears na siya. Okay? Bahala ka ng pang. Tagtanga lang mo mas. Ay, okay ra. Alright, so ako lang Fowler's position na para makita na ninyo ba, no? Pero supposedly naka-supplied na si patient. Alright, so prepare the materials for cleaning the face of your patient na siya, no? So that includes water na siya. For the type of soap na siya, it should be katong mga liquid type of soap na siya. So na pang body wash, ganun na siya, no? Pwede na po katong no rinse na siya, pero kung medyo neat, kaya kung makakita ko ng mga no rinse na mga type of soap na siya, so usually kanag yung magbuo-buo siya na type of soap ato Anyway, sige. We'll start with cleaning the face of your patient as here, okay? Now to clean the face of your patient as here, the first thing you need to do is assess, no? Always do assessment. Ayaw diretso okay na perform sa imong patient without even checking if okay ba yan now or may problema ang iyang face na siya. So common problems on the face na siya includes na yung mga discharges, no? So when we say discharges, there are unusual fluids that exits from the body parts of your patient. From the eyes, grabe kayo iyang muta na siya. So sa may indication na. What's the indication kung grabe kayo muta ni patient? Nag-clean. Tearing eyes yung now. Basi nag-sore eyes. Basi nag-sore eyes si patient. Sore throat today. It could be sore eyes. It could be quite. And it's an infection biya. Makatakot biya na ito ang sore eyes na siya. So kung nabatayan na ito na, uy, kuha mo rin sa mata ni patient. So we have to report this with directly to our quality. Nose. Check the nose of your patient na siya. Also check if nabay nakataon na oxygens na siya. If nabay nakataon na oxygens na siya, you might want to remove that one for now na siya while we will be cleaning the face na siya. But if required good mag-oxygen si patient na siya, unfortunately, only visible areas of the skins of the face will be clean na siya. But there is a mouth is hindi ginato or the nose of the mouth is ginato clean na siya. Okay? Then also double check with the sa mouth of your patient na siya. Double check with the mouth, no? See if kailangan mo oral hygienes or dili na siya. If necessary oral hygienes, so after bathing, pwede po mo mag-oral hygienes or before bathing, pwede po mag-oral hygienes na siya. So it will be your call, caregivers na siya. Also, on the ears of your patient, check if there's any discharges na siya. Common discharges that will exit from your ears na siya or katong mga tibugol na mga kwan. Those are mga waxes na siya coming from the eardrums of your coming from your ears of your patient. We have mga fluid discharges. Green gani meaning nag-infection ang dunggan ni patient na siya. Yellow gani, that's another sign for pus or infection na siya. White gani, so delikado kayo basta especially white or clear color ang mugawas gani sa dunggan na ni patient na siya. It's a sign that the cerebrospinal fluid has already exit on the ears of your patient na siya. Probably your patient may had experiences of brain damage na siya or na-fracture siya ulo na siya. No? And also touch, palpitate. If patient can feel any pains na siya. Once, when we perform cleaning on the face na siya. Alright. Then once okay ang now the patient, then you can start with cleaning na siya. Now for cleaning the face na siya, water alone, walay sabon na siya. Nganong walay sabon? Aside sa mga na siya, it can actually irritate, no? Irritate sa mata, ilong, and even sa mouth of the patient, and also sa ears na niya. So when we clean the face of your patient na siya, we'll just rinse it with the soap, wash clothes with water only na siya. Wala lang sa tayo sabon na siya. Okay? Now, for your wash clothes na siya, when you soak that one na siya, make sure that you really squeeze, no? Ayaw gid ninyo o direct soap apply sa naong ni patient or else basa kayo ang ay sorry my bad. Hugaw ako sa day. Kalimot din kung butang tawal din. Sangit man. Sorry, my bad. Forgot to add the towels. Nagkuhan mo ko siya now. Intimidate ko siya now.
Pink.
So soak your wash clothes with water, then squeeze, and squeeze kasi yan. And then you can fold your wash clothes kasi yan. One of the common folds that we use, tanaw. We can use tanaw sa mitten techniques na siya. Very good. No, kabalo din mo ni mitten technique na siya. So for the mitten technique na siya, on the edge of your wash clothes na siya, inyo na nang i-roll sa inyong palm na siya. And then the top of the wash clothes na siya is inyo na siya i-fold and then insert it. This is mitten technique na siya. Okay? One of the reasons why we're using this one because soft mangon ang part sa wash clothes na siya. Instead of cleaning the face of your patient with the edge of the wash clothes na siya, which can really cause kaning damage to the skin, magpopo or magdaras pa, no? So we'll use the soft edge of the soft side of your wash clothes. So you can use this side for cleaning, and also the back of your wash clothes on the top and also on the sides. So to clean the face of your patient, you can start with the eyes of your patient. So when you clean the eyes of your so you can start from the inner side of the eyes or inner canthus to the outer canthus. So what stroke ang inyong paglimpyohan na? Okay, so when you clean the eyes going outside okay? So once you're done with this side use the other side to clean the other side of the eyes Ayonig balik-balik ka ang side. For example, kani, ika na mo naglimpyo dito sa speakers, mura po gyapon yung gibalik dito sa one useless kaya siya kaya naman gakatag na ka sa hugaw niya. Okay? So use the sides of your kanang mittens na siya. So again, you can use the front of the mitten on one of the eyes na siya. So for the inner canthus to the outer canthus na siya. Then on the other side, use the back na siya. So from the inner canthus to the outer canthus na siya. Okay? You still have other sides here. You can also use that one in cleaning the face of your patient. You can start from the forehead, then run to the cheek na siya, and then run to the jaw and to the chins of your patients na siya. You can also use the other side na siya, from the forehead, the other side na siya, then to the cheek na siya, then to the jaw and to the chins na siya. Okay? If mahutda na gani kag sides na siya, limpyo na tulog. Okay, so kung mahutda na gani kag side, go back to your basics na siya, soak again your wash clothes siya, or if daghan di kayo mong wash clothes na siya, why not? I-dump na siya, get another wash clothes na siya, new na po na wash clothes na siya, soak it with water na siya, then squeeze na siya, then we'll clean at the ear part of your patient na siya.
Mata, forehead.
Ayun, nani pa ni postmortem?
Postmortem care.
Yeah. When we say postmortem, once declared na yung pasyente na expired na, kamo may mag-limpyo na, kamo may mag-ligo. Dili ka mo kita gini. Okay. Now for the ears na siya, you can start cleaning the inside of the ears na siya. Yeah. So make sure na limpyo jud ang dunggan na ni patient na siya. Then the back of your mitten na siya, you can also clean the back of the mittens na siya, then to the neck na siya. And do it on the other side na siya, for the ears and also for the neck na siya. Okay? Now, for the nose na siya. So for the nose na siya, you might need cotton buds na siya to clean the nose of your patient. Check if there's any what we call this? Sa English dito na booger ka na.
Como.
Ha? Como. Alright. So check the nose of your patient if napagin hugaw na siya. If grabe ka ng fluids na ni-secrete or the exit coming from the nose of your patient na siya, you can use kato gani suction bug. Kana gigamit ito sa baby. It can also be used by your adults na siya to suck the fluids of the inside of the nose na siya. Then make sure na limpyo ka ang ilong ni patient na siya. Okay? For the lips na siya and also for the mouth, again, double check if necessary ba oral hygiene or naka-schedule ba oral hygiene sa ni patient na siya. Once we are done cleaning the entire face of your patient na siya, use this one kana sa towel na siya to kana sa pat dry na siya. Pat dry na siya. Okay? So once we are done cleaning the face of your patient na siya, you can remove the head. Towel from the head. Okay, na? Comfortable.
Sa gamay yan.
Duka.
Mau lagi absent po. Dukan lo bin absent. So, okay. Next. Ano na punta? Okay. Next is to the arms of your patient. That's here. Okay. So on the arms of your patient, that's here. First thing you need to do is place your towel underneath the arms of your patient until it reaches to the armpit or to the shoulders. Okay. The purpose of placing the towel, okay, under your patient's arm na siya, is to prevent na mabasa ang bed ni patient, or at least man lang, the bed of your patient is totally dry when we are performing bed bathing na siya. Okay? So once we place that one na siya, okay, we'll get washcloth. Alright, so get washcloths, get new basins with water na siya. Soak your washcloths with water na siya. Okay, then squeeze na siya. And that's the time you will add soap to it. Katong liquid soap ay inyo gamiton na siya. Okay? And in order to spread the liquid soap na siya, pwede rin nimo kuskuso na siya para mo mix gid ang inyo tubig ang inyong sabon na siya. Okay? Once we are done na siya, then we can start cleaning the arms of your patient na siya. To clean the arms of your patient, you start from the farthest area na siya of the arms na siya until you reach to the armpit na siya. Distal to proximal na siya. Kapoy ba rin na ako? Trabaho. Lugay gini mo man. Muna pinakadugay mo man. Magpaligo. Okay. So, start from the hands of your patient na siya. So, wipe it. Slowly lang yun. Do not rush things na siya. Then, clean also in between the fingers of your patient na siya. Clean in between the fingers of your patient na siya. Okay? And also for the arms na siya, or forearms of your patient, you can use the one side, going up na siya. Okay. And then you can use the other side for the arms na siya. Okay. Until you reach to the armpits of your patient na siya. Okay. If you need to lift that one, much better, or you need to spread the arms of your patient, much better para makita gini mo ang iyang ilok na siya. Limpiwa gyud apil ang ilok ni patient kay ara ba gyud sa tawag gani magtapok ang bacteria siya. Even if your patient is kind of bedridden na siya, every now and then bacteria will start to grow. So yung ilok mo ito manimaw ang ilok. It's a sign that bacteria has already started to grow na siya. Okay? So balik-balikon ka na nato. Okay? Now once we are done with cleaning the arms with water and soap na siya, get another washcloths na siya. Kasana ka na soak your washcloths with water alone, with wala na siya soap na siya. Para ato na bason ang iyang kuha na siya. Okay? Alright. So, rinse the entire hands of your patient. Then to the forearms. Then to the arms. And the last one will be the armpit of your patient na siya. Once you're done, rinsing na siya, use the towel na siya to pat dry. Hinahinay lagi mo pat dry ano niya. Yes, sensitive people pa. Okay. Alright. Another one. Okay. The next thing you need to do is nail care na siya. Okay? Double check the nails of your patient na siya. If you think murag taas kay kukuha ni patient na siya, or if you notice na mura magyutaan niya to pasyente, no? Nagyan yung kaya kitop-kitop yung kukuha na siya. So we have to perform a nail care na siya. Pero when doing nail care na siya, i-double check sa ninyong order from the doctor if allowed ba or dili na siya. Especially diabetic patient na siya. Diabetic patient may have restrictions in doing nail care na siya, or naaragi specific na person mo perform og nail care na siya. Kung diabetic ba na to patient and let's just say aksidente na to nasaman na siya. Remember, slow king healing sa sama na ni patient. And so na kana infection may start to grow na siya. Muna natin kita na gangrene. Are you familiar with gangrene? That's it. That's the type of bacteria that grows if ever kana sana diabetic ang atong pasyente na siya. And these type of bacteria easily spreads all throughout your body. So mo pwede pamutlo na ang kamot or tail ni patient na siya to prevent it from spreading na siya. So check, no? Kung hugaw gani kayo na siya, get another basin, not gadri basin, with water alone na siya. Because we are going to soak the entire hands of your patient diri sa basin na siya. So mura ka ito nag-pedicure o manicure na siya. What's the purpose of this? Kana magpa-manicure mo? Very good. No? Para muhumok ang nails ni patient na siya. And it's easy for us to cut or clean their nails na siya. So soak it for 30 seconds or 1 minute na siya. Once we're done soaking the hands of your patient na siya, then you can start with doing nail care na siya. Okay? Do the nail care na siya, tang na siya. Once you're done doing the nail care na siya, you can soak again the hands of your patient na siya and thoroughly clean the hands of your patient, fingers of your patient na siya. Okay? Then once we are done, remove the basin and then pat dry. Okay? After doing so, sa paglimpyo na sa kamot na ni patient na siya, the next thing you need to do, pagkita na human na ni, no? We may have to add kana moisturizer to the skins na siya. Lotions, for example, na siya. Okay? So, kuha din mo lotions, apply the lotions from the hands of your patient, then going upward to the shoulder areas or to the upper arms of your patient na siya. Now, for the armpit na siya, okay? Listen, for the armpit na siya, you may want to ask your patient if they're still conscious, if ganan pa sila magpamutang o deodorant na siya, no? Of course, we still have to let the patient feel, no, na kana-gani, umot gyapon siya, fresh gyapon na siya. So we may have to add deodorants na siya. Pero, if there are orders coming from the doctors na bawal gito mo butang si patient of deodorant, so unfortunately, we'll just explain to the patient na bawal ka mo mag-apply ng deodorant. So, probably because sana ka na namagoy ubang deodorant na makakos yun o ka na easy ang bacteria na grow ba, no? Especially ka ng spray na deodorant na siya or ka na ganing type of deodorant na magputi-puti ang inyong kanan siya. Yes, humot siya. But eventually, you'll notice na mura mag ka ng, after a long run, mura manimahot ang inyong ilok. Especially if si talon dyan kayo inyong patient. Tawas mo, no? Okay? Magamit pa bumugtawas? Ang gamit pa rin. Sorry na ba? Okay. So after doing that one that's here, then you can remove the bath towels of your patient, and you can also do it on the other side of the arms na siya. Okay, so same lagay po na procedure on the other side of the arms na siya. Now, once you're done with both arms of your patient, the next thing you need to clean is the chest and also the abdomen part na siya. Since wala magintay ka to, dako yung kinabantawal na siya. So we'll just use an extra towel na siya and insert it inside the patient's chest and abdomen. There's no need for us to open or reveal. Ibase niyo, bubuhan ninyo si patient na siya. Sorry, bubuhan na. Alright, so upper part. Outside mo. Mana. Tanan. What are you doing? Yeah, because not only the aircon is inay daw, but kana expected daw ang weather karon na init.
Summer na.
Basil, di ko sure. Kung mo declare ang pag-asa na kuha na, summertime, niyo na sa na expect lang na padung na tamusod sa warm season na siya or init na season. I-click na